It's my favorite time of year again, the perfect weather for baking goods for all of your friends, family, coworkers, and even a little something special for yourself. It's time for another season of Jake Bakes Holi-Bakes, and we're kicking it off this year with something really delicious, a Mexican hot chocolate brownie, which is so good you'll want to share this with everyone you know. But in reality, you're going to sit on your couch, you're going to pop on Netflix and watch Stranger Things Season 2 for the third time. But anyway, they're great. They're super simple and super easy, so let's get in the kitchen and let's get started. All right, guys, we're back in the kitchen, and my friend Sean is here.
Hello.
Sean is this really awesome guy, really great musician. I know you're not a huge fan of the holidays, so I wanted to get you in before like all of the accoutrements and decor of the season.
I really appreciate that.
These are really a kind of a spin-off of your brownies. Tell me about them. I love them so.
Yeah, so I do like winter. You know, it's nice to snuggle up with a book. So I made these brownies. They're Mexican hot chocolate brownies. They have a little bit of spice. They definitely warm you from the inside out.
Yeah, these are honestly like the best brownies I've ever had. And they're super easy. We just have a few ingredients, a cup of brown sugar and a cup of white sugar, 4 eggs, 2 sticks of unsalted butter, softened, a good hefty pinch of salt, 1.25 cups of cocoa powder, a 1/2 cup of flour, just all-purpose flour, a 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and then a 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon in here, a teaspoon of espresso powder, and just for the perfect amount of warmth, about 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. So do you want to go ahead and get the wet ingredients kind of going?
Sure.
And I'll do the dry?
Absolutely.
So we're going to go ahead and just cream 2 sticks of butter in with the sugar and the salt, and then we're going to add the eggs in one at a time. I'm gonna get the dry ingredients going. So basically, we're just gonna drop in our 1/2 cup of flour, 1.25 cups of cocoa powder.
These brownies are kind of a cross between cakey and gooey.
That's why I like them, because
Yeah.
I don't like the complete fudge, and I don't like the complete like too crumbly cakey ones, and these somehow are both.
Yeah, they hold up, but they melt in your mouth. They're really
amazing.
decadent. Am I good to turn this on?
Are you?
I don't know.
You're good.
Okay. I get nervous with heavy machinery.
It'll make them a little bit fudgier. Doing this and whipping the air in there allows that to get a little bit more of a rise on them, only because you're trapping all of the air in the fat, which gives them that fluffier texture.
I'm just gonna add 1 egg at a time to this. I'm gonna drop it in here because I'm notorious for dropping shells in.
I wouldn't know anything about terrible egg breaking. Once that final egg is beaten in, I'm gonna go ahead and drop in your vanilla.
All right, so I'm pretty much creamed and I'm just ready for you.
Awesome, yeah. So you wanna do this just a little by little so that you're actually not gonna like get rid of all of the air in there. So I'm gonna just add like about 1/2 in first.
You also wanna make sure it gets in the bowl and not all over the place, and adding it little by little also helps. We don't want it like a chocolate thunderstorm all over the kitchen.
That was my fighter name when I was in Thunderdome.
That was my name in prison.
Oh.
Yum. All right, I think we're ready for that next batch. Beautiful.
So now that we have this done, we're gonna get this into a 9x9 baking pan.
I actually have a trick I like to do. So we have a greased pan, and normally you'd add butter and flour to a pan.
Right.
I like to add, when I'm making these brownies, cocoa powder.
You nasty bitch.
It adds another, you know, that nice non-stick element. You just kind of tap it around, pour the rest out in the sink until the whole bottom is covered with cocoa powder. If I'm feeling really frisky, as I often do, I'll actually add some cayenne to the bottom layer too. And now we are ready to pour the batter into the pan.
There she is. Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work. You just spread it around, make sure it's nice and even.
And it is a really, really thick batter, so don't be shy about actually getting into the corners and everything.
Yeah.
Too.
All right, and there she is. She's ready to bake.
So 300 degrees for about 40. Start checking at 40, but up to about an hour. Awesome. We've waited long enough. These are now nice and cold. They were in for about 55 minutes. Sometimes they just take a lot longer. I don't know why.
But it is definitely important that you let them cool, like you said, because they have to set, or else they'll just be like gooey, sloppy messes.
So let's go ahead and I want to get one out.
Yeah. Save me a corner.
Oh, you're a corner gal,
I
eh?
am a corner guy. I'm just gonna pick it out. Woo! Yeah, perfect. Just cakey and gooey, just that perfect balance.
Yeah. You know, it'd be even better.
Be better.
I made some marshmallows last week. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm actually gonna use the stove burner and melt this just a little bit. Now that we've got our proper hot chocolate, let's go ahead. Oh my god, this is so much.
This is so gooey.
Oh my god.
Do you know something's good when you can get it all over your beard and not get upset about how hard you're gonna have to wash it later? With that cayenne, it tastes like a campfire.
Yeah.
It's so cozy.
Thank you so much for coming today and celebrating.
A winter solstice celebration brought to you by Jake Bakes.
There you go. Thank you so much. You guys saw how easy this was. You guys, thank you so much for joining us in the kitchen today. We'll see you here next time on Jake Bakes.
My hands are so sticky.